Hey YouTube, this is RobbleNuts1 here, and I have another Arrow review. This one is Arrow episode 14, Oddessy, which dives more into the flashbacks, furthering that story development, which was very needed as the flashbacks often, just were flashbacks. We got very brief minute stinges on story. So it's very nice to have a full in-depth story for an episode. This episode was actually really good. The episode continues from where episode 14 left off, and sees Oliver as the Hood confront Moira Queen for her role in the undertaking. We see Moira's love for Oliver and Thea really shine through as she begs for her life. Oliver is emotionally compromised by this, and it's refreshing to see that Oliver has a lot of love in him, for his family, for Laurel, for Diggle, Felicity, etc. At heart, he is a good person, even though he's damaged by and scarred from the island. He is still a good person at heart, and he's just gone through so much on the island that I think it's easy to forget just how human Oliver is. The flashbacks and present day format, as I've mentioned, are switched, allowing the flashbacks to be more prominent in this episode, whilst the present day is set on the back burner of the episode, dealing with Felicity and Diggle. This switch was a welcome change and allowed the flashback stories to develop, which was refreshing and really makes the flashbacks more important than they have been. There is a story on the island that can be just as interesting as the main story. We saw many of Slade Wilson and Oliver Queen's dynamics in the episode. They have this mentor and prodigy relationship similar to what I thought Oliver and Yao Fei had. However, Slade Wilson is a lot more brutal with his training. He forces Oliver to become a soldier this episode, and he begins to take these lessons to heart. Unlike Bruce Wayne or Clark Kent from Smallville, Oliver isn't trained with any combat experience. He literally is being trained from the ground up, like a soldier. And I really like this, as most superheroes either have powers, so they can survive often the harder aspects of crime fighting, or they're like Bruce Wayne and is a billionaire, or like Bruce Wayne and Tony Stark, who have billionaire weapon technology to add to their arsenal. And yes, Oliver has that, but he isn't on, he isn't on Star City or Starling City. He's on an island where those things don't exist, and he doesn't have any money and doesn't have any powers, and he's literally being trained to survive. And survival can be a powerful motivator. And we sort of start to see the beginnings of a combat that he'll have in present day. Marnie Bennett as Slade Wilson was brilliant. He portrays a good soldier, but has a slight charm to him. He is moulding the Deathstroke character into his own, I think. And we see great parallels between him and the other Deathstroke, revealed to be Billy Wintergreen, who is a DC character. Billy is more savage and out of control, whilst, and he enjoys killing and the suffering of others. He's almost sadistic in his style, whilst Slade is more controlled. He's a soldier with a moral code and ethics. He doesn't seem to take a delight in killing, but does what is necessary to survive, like present-day Oliver does. The present-day scenes were just as good as the flashbacks. We see Diggle and Felicity discuss their relationship with Oliver and how he affects his life. Diggle recounting some of his own backstory regarding how in the military he had to protect a warlord and was forced to shoot down a boy and began to question whether he was a good person or not. Diggle and Oliver have been through the same types of things, experienced things that only they could understand. Felicity joins the team in this episode, wanting to save Walter. Her journey, I think, will be an interesting one. She's not a superhero or ex-military, but I think she will come to serve as the watchtower of the Arrow universe. I theorize that she will be either create Watchtower, or at least contribute to creating Watchtower in some kind of way. Sort of like filling the Chloe Sullivan role from Smallville. Felicity has skills that help Oliver, and she's really considered one of them at this point. The episode was really good. Stephen Amell plays a fantastic past Oliver and conveyed great emotion and struggle on the island when he calls Laurel and nearly breaks down after hearing her voice, which was a very powerful scene. And Stephen Amell does an excellent job at playing past Oliver and present-day Oliver, because he really does play three characters. He plays the character, he plays the flashback Oliver, and he also plays the superhero Oliver, and also plays the damaged playboy Oliver, and I really liked that. Really, really fantastic episode. Probably the best I've watched, although there is still more to come. And yeah, just really, really good. Thank you for listening, and I shall see you all later for more Arrow reviews. Subscribe if you haven't done already, and like, comment, they're always welcome.